शुरू में जब मैं 17-18 साल की थी, 17 साल तक हमारा बजट होता था, सरोजनी नगर मार्केट होती थी, उस पे हैंगर्स होते थे एंड 55 रुपीस में कुछ भी खरीद सकते थे आप, एंड यू लर्न द आइडिया ऑफ स्ट्रीट फैशन. Then I said, okay, I want to buy this brand, not because it's a brand, because tag कौन देखता है, you know? मैं तो in fact tag काट देती हूँ खरीदते ही, because वो चुभते हैं मुझे. दूर दूर तक मेरे खानदान में किसी के फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से या ब्यूटी पैजेंट से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं था. So you have the support of your family, but you have to build it yourself. So I told Renee, I'm not going to call anyone for you. You'll have to make the calls. And when you're ready, you come and tell me, Mama, this one, I'll help you decide if it's the right thing for you to do. Trendsetters are people who did this by themselves.
Yeah.
And they killed it.
They did.
Sharmila Tagore, her eyeliners.
Yeah.
Ma'am Rekha.
Of course.
Her quintessential sense of style and fashion and look. And for me to say, मैं क्या लग रही थी इस film में, you know, that is your commercial cinema, which is मैं हूं ना. Absolutely, it was a trend-setting look and stunning. I have had a good year. 2020 for me has given me the most incredible comeback I could have ever asked for.
ऐसा बहुत ही कम इंटरेक्शंस में होता है when it's very difficult for me to decide if I am going to be a journalist or a fangirl, and this is definitely one of those interactions because this woman right in front of me has been an inspiration for I think the longest time, possibly all my life. The best thing is that she's not just a delight to watch, but also when she speaks you just want to leave everything aside and just listen to her. Joining me is someone who needs no introduction, even though I already gave one. The beautiful Sushmita Sen. Welcome.
What a lovely introduction as always. And you know, so no pressure, right? Now I have to sound good, I have to look good, I have to be all of the things that this wonderful introduction stood for. So I'm so touched, my darling. Always a pleasure to see you. Keep smiling and have that bright look about you always.
Thank you. But you know, you say that there's pressure and all of that. Nothing of that matter because you're just so effortless. Like you're just being yourself and it just comes across as, you know, who you are. And I think that's what really connects. Okay, so
remind me to lock her up and keep her with me, okay? I'm just letting everyone know so that you are there as my happy vibe every time I need it.
Oh, I'd love to. Well, you know, first of all, I have to congratulate you on Aarya because it did so well. And I absolutely loved the show. Everyone at my place, we all watched it and we just absolutely loved it. And what's really interesting is that, you know, how everybody around us is just talking about how 2020 is like a really sad year and whatnot. But I think it's such a treat for your fans because they're going to see you again as you're judging Myntra Fashion Superstar. So first of all, please tell me, what was it about this show that you decided that you would be judging it?
Oof, Janmari, see, the thing is, I have done shows on television before, but never have I judged a show which either promotes fashion or encourages new talent as fashion influencers. So when they offered me this opportunity along with two incredible people, Manish Malhotra and Malika Dua, everything was a tick. Like I had to do this because Myntra Fashion Superstar is that platform that allowed me to kind of give back. You know, here is a time of social media boom. With the lockdown, it has even gone beyond our expectations in terms of being a medium of communicating, of absorbing, of sharing. And fashion has a language of its own. So this privilege to be a judge was like, and I kept saying this on the show, you know, judge ka pata nahi. I'm more like a mentor. I feel like I want each one of these 18 contestants that participated to do well because they have a very strong individual voice.
Okay, so you yourself have such a great fashion sense that we've been seeing over the years, you know. But I want to know from you, how would you describe your fashion sense like?
It's evolved, I think, as it should. Shuru mein, जब मैं 17-18 साल की थी, 17 साल तक हमारा बजट होता था, सरोजनी नगर मार्केट होती थी, उस पे हैंगर्स होते थे एंड 55 रुपीस में कुछ भी खरीद सकते थे आप, एंड यू लर्न द आइडिया ऑफ स्ट्रीट फैशन, you know, how to mix and match, how to make same clothes look different with different accessories, how to live within your means. And at that point, इतना मतलब हमारे टाइम पे तो गूगल इंटरनेट था नहीं, तो हमें इतना अवेयरनेस भी नहीं था ग्लोबल फैशन का, ग्लोबल ब्रांड्स का, डिजाइनर्स का, तो हम अपने दुनिया में खुश थे. And then at 18, I suddenly went from not being aware to being thrown into fashion in every which way possible. The biggest of the brands in the world dressing me, being extremely classic and formal. My casual used to be clothes that I would typically wear formally in real life. That was my casual, right? So I suddenly got introduced to a much bigger world and in person. Wahan se phir there started an aspiration that I want to have enough money in my life to be able to buy that bag of this brand, buy the shoe of that brand. I want to wear these gowns or these clothes. So from that aspiration came the desire to see what works for me. Because as Miss Universe, I had too many stylists tell me what to do all the time.
Right.
But once that year got over, I learned to say, "Nay, you know what? I actually need to be comfortable before I can look great." That's second. First, I got to be comfortable. So then I said, okay, I want to buy this brand, not because it's a brand, because tag kaun dekhta hai, you know? मैं तो in fact tag काट देती हूँ खरीदते ही, because वो चुभते हैं मुझे. I wear it because a brand provides me the cut I want, the comfort I want, and the fit I want. So I realized slowly that my fashion evolved to comfort. And today I can happily say that I'm more of a classic dresser. You'll never see me over ornate, matlab jewelry, earrings. I don't like too much, but I like a thing to fit me well. I like it to look complementary to my personality. Agar wo meri personality ko daba deta hai, that kind of fashion I'm not big on. So that's me now, classic.
Definitely classic, elegant, just all of this together. If you had to tell me 3 wardrobe essentials which are like must have in every girl's wardrobe, what would it be?
First things first, I think it's important to have the best possible collection of undergarments. What you wear inside shapes what you wear outside. And the wrong undergarment can make the most incredible outfit look wrong.
Right.
So be that your spandex, be that your undergarments, make sure that they complement the shape of your body. And you know, even those should not be uncomfortable.
Right.
Because मैंने बहुत लड़कियों को देखा है, and they attempt to try and look like a size 0. They wear undergarments that basically don't allow you to breathe. That shows, no matter what you do, that discomfort shows. So we begin there. That's a must-have in a wardrobe.
Right.
You must have a white shirt and blue jeans that fit you like a dream.
Yes.
That's a must-have. I think that on the worst possible day, you can look your elegant best. It doesn't matter what shape, size, color you are. If you have a nice, well-cut, detailed white shirt, and it should remain white, it should not look cream. And if you have a lovely fitted pair of jeans, you can get away with murder. And the third is, for me, I personally think you must have a pair of flip-flops.
Yes.
That are very elegant.
Yes.
Elegant flip-flops. Because in life, you never know कब पैरों में छाले पड़ जाएं, wearing the wrong shoes, the heel breaks, the strap breaks. So when you get into something comfortable, you've got to make that look super elegant. So invest in a very nice pair of chappals.
True. That's
must have.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now, I want to know from you, who do you think, according to you, from the Hindi film industry that we have, who do you think is a timeless trendsetter? For me, it's you. But for you, apart from yourself, who do you think is a timeless trendsetter?
Oh, there are too many. Honestly, of the newer lot of all of us, I don't think very highly of us really, because we have stylists and we have the benefit of people telling us what to wear all the time. Trendsetters are people who did this by themselves, and they killed it.
They did.
Sharmila Tagore, her eyeliners.
Yeah.
Ma'am Rekha,
of course,
her quintessential sense of style and fashion and look. She's a trendsetter. Ma'am Sridevi.
Oh.
I mean, these are people with their chiffon saris that left a generation, two generations after them, wanting to look like that, to get that feel in a simple sari that had the power of suggestion. Yeah. So if you ask me, trendsetters are people who were brave enough to do something different at a time when it wasn't done.
Yeah.
Today we wear some of the biggest labels in the world and we think we are fashionable. Really, we're cloning each other. That's why you'll even have all these paparazzi pictures of saying, look, they wore the same thing. Look, it's almost as if we look at the campaign picture of a brand and we say, I want head to toe to look like this. Yeah. We don't think about the fact that maybe on my body and my personality, this won't work. Right. So I think you look back at trendsetters, you go back to an era which has gone by, and we are still trying to emulate that grandness and that beauty.
Yes, I agree. Now, how you spoke about saris. There is one film which is just, it's a trendsetter in itself when it comes to your filmography. And I think when I think of the film, the first thing that comes to my head, and I think for everybody else also, is you in Mehuna. The way you looked in Mehuna was just unreal. Okay, like even after so many years.
Thank you, Manish Malhotra. Thank you.
I actually want to know from you about, first of all, is that one of your favorite, film looks that you've had? Or if there's anything else also that you've done? Even for Aarya, you were styled so differently and it was so elegant and chic.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But
you're so right.
Yeah.
In terms of a character, one is for me as Sushmita Sen to enjoy my vain side and for me to say, "Main kya lag rahi thi is film mein," that is your commercial cinema, which is Mehuna. Absolutely, it was a trend-setting look and stunning. The matching folders, the hair flying, sari being plain chiffons, the bows on the back of the blouse, all those things were stunning. Even the way the sari was worn really low on the waist, all that was a part of, very beautifully done. Typically, we say sari looks only elegant with heels. I had chappals on and it looked that beautiful. So I think that was breaking so many norms which are traditionally there.
Yeah.
Now I'd like to talk about like that orange sari in Laga 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 Re.
Oh, yes.
That also for me is the vain me saying, "Wow, so she's looking nice," But as a character, I have to say Aarya. I have to say Samay. The way I'm dressed as a cop. Without a uniform, but yet a cop.
Yeah.
These were when the actor in me was satiated and I said, wow, that works. I don't look like me, which is another thing as an actor that I love, when I don't look like me. So depends on the kind of film I'm doing, but Aarya I love because even today when Thea, the stylist for the show, the designer, she makes me dress up in those colors and those cuts, I instantly switch from Sushmita to Aarya. That's the power of how much of a character it is.
Yes. So now that we have you coming on Myntra Fashion Superstar, which will be out very soon, is there anything else? Is there anything else that we'll be seeing you in? Any upcoming projects that you can talk to us about?
Well, I've been in a bit of a soup with the wonderful lockdown. Though I have to say, by God's grace, there is wood, touch wood. Some very trying times. I have had a good year. 2020 for me has given me the most incredible comeback I could have ever asked for. In terms of a performance-oriented series, in terms of the way people received it.
Yeah.
There was an outpour of love, which for any actor is wonderful to see. I was supposed to start filming another film between Aarya 1 and Aarya 2.
Okay.
But because of the lockdown, we couldn't do that. So instead, with all the precautionary measures taken, we said, Myntra Fashion Superstar can be shot in a controlled environment. So instead of doing the film, I did Myntra Fashion Superstar. And now, January, I go back on the sets of Aarya, second season. So we kind of had Myntra's Fashion Superstar come in just in the nick of time for me to be able to do this. And I guess now it looks like I'll only be able to shoot that film after season 2 of Aarya is done, because that's top priority.
Of course.
So that's the line for now.
I cannot wait for Aarya season 2 to come out. Wow. Okay, now
it's an exciting season. This one's going to be a very exciting season.
Wow, I'm really thrilled to hear that. Lastly, one last question. Your daughter is also ready to make her debut, I believe. If you tell us a little about that.
I told Renee that until she graduates, this is her last year, she's in final year, we're not okay to just be na ghar ka na ghat ka, start acting and not finish education. So, finish one thing, move to the next and finish that, So in the meantime, because of this lockdown, colleges are happening online. So she's had a lot of time and she's been very eager to learn. And I'm old school. I think that if you want to really do something, you have to do it on your own merit. Yeah. I'm old school also because that's how I came up in my life. दूर दूर तक मेरे खानदान में किसी के फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से या ब्यूटी पैजेंट से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं था. So you have the support of your family, but you have to build it yourself. So I told Renee, I'm not going to call anyone for you. You'll have to make the calls. And when you're ready, you come and tell me, Mama, this one, I'll help you decide if it's the right thing for you to do. So she came to me and she said, a friend of mine who makes a lot of short films and he's been awarded many things at different film festivals. He's planning on a short film. It's a 10-minute film. Should I do it? So I thought that was a brilliant idea because she'll learn on the job and she's going to be able to face a camera, see the relationship with the camera, learn how to take direction and see if she still enjoys it, So I said, good idea. Apna college jab band hai, weekends pe, they needed to shoot for 2-3 days. I said, let's finish it then. So it's a short film.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see it. It should be another 20 days before we can see the final edit.
All right.
And then, yes, I'm definitely going to be speaking about it because I'm very proud of Renee. She did all this on her own.
Yeah.
So it's not a feature film. She's not making a big debut or anything just now. Yeah. She's just trying her hand out at acting and she's loving it so far. So that's a wonderful sign.
Well, all the very best to her and to you.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to Myntra Fashion Superstar and to Aarya season 2 and to everything that you're going to be doing. And I cannot wait for you, for us to just meet and talk because I'm really tired of doing this over.
Yes, I know, right?
I really want to meet you.
Here's the deal. We are praying that, I know that if you listen to WHO and the world of medicine, they're going to keep telling us that there is no end to COVID. But I truly believe that we are people that can adapt to just about everything.
Yeah.
We've done so for years, since all of our existence. So I think we'll come to a point where we will adapt to this.
Yes.
And we will meet in person and I'm going to give you the tightest hug possible because of all people I know, you've always been a very lovely well-wisher and you have always been such a Jaan. Thank you for this awesome interview. Watch out for Myntra Fashion Superstar. Let me know what you thought of it.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
I'm just telling you, it's a very fashionable affair. You'll enjoy it.
I am sure. I mean, it has you. It has to be a fashionable affair. That, I mean, just comes with it. Come on, you don't have to say it.
I love it.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad that, you know, we could get a chance to connect, and I'm looking forward to the show.
Many more.
Sorry?
To many more. We'll keep meeting.
Many more, definitely. Really looking forward to that. Thank you so much for all the time and for being the amazing person that you are.
I love you. Bye bye, Jan Mary.
Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
You too.
God bless.